Hey, everybody. Just going live on, it looks like I'm doing a press conference, going live on Instagram, YouTube, and recording my podcast all at the same time. Um, if I look like I'm multitasking, well, that's because I am. So if I look like I'm not looking at one camera, it's because I'm not. It's because I'm looking at the other one. So, um, you're about to get the live version of my podcast, Coach Brew Podcast. If you're not subscribed to it, or if you're not subscribed to any of my channels, you should go do that now. That's the best way you can support me. Go to coachbrew.com. You can find my Instagram there. You can find BrewTube, which is my YouTube channel, youtube.com/coachbrewtube. And then you can also find my podcast on there, whatever podcasting platform you enjoy listening on. So with that in mind, we're going to get this started. And we are recording now. You are listening, or in some cases, watching the Coach Brew podcast, either on whatever your favorite podcasting platform is, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple. Maybe you're watching on YouTube or Instagram Live. Either way, or anyway, welcome aboard. And today's episode is brought to you by my clothing brand, Chin Up, Chest Out Apparel. That is chinupchestout.com. We are having a Christmas in July sale right now. So you can go to chinupchestout.com and sign up. If you're not already, sign up for our mailing list, and you'll automatically receive your 15% off promo code for the Christmas in July sale. Again, that's chinupchestout.com. More about that in a little while. Right now, what we're talking about today on the podcast is how to start a movement, and give you a little backstory on that. Fun fact, Christmas is absolutely my favorite holiday. And I don't know that it's so much the actual holiday that is Christmas, or really the anticipation that's building up to the morning of December 25th. Just, for me as a parent, it's the look of joy and wonderment on my kids' faces, especially when they were younger, before they just wanted clothes and money for Christmas. That's really what I enjoyed the most and I love the most about the holiday. It's just that look, that feeling, the fact that there's a little more hope and joy and things in the air that time of year, it seems. And then, the big family dinners, hopefully the snow up here in Maine, and obviously the ugly Christmas sweaters are just a bonus. But, it's interesting. Christmas, we're talking about how to start a movement. Christmas was a movement started by one person. One person started Christmas. Born on December 25th, away in a Maine. I know that's probably what everybody thinks, but fun fact that I'm going to be the misinformation police today. That is fake news. The real story behind Christmas is in the year 336, Constantine, the emperor of Rome, started Christmas. He started that whole Christmas holiday. That is a story for another time, as the band Old Dominion would say, and that's a song for another time. My bad. But that is a story for another time. I'll save that for the actual Christmas episode of the show here. But, Christmas, my favorite holiday. It's not just my favorite holiday. It's most people's favorite holiday, I think. So that begs the question, why not celebrate it more than once a year? And it's July, so let me tell you a little story, not about Christmas, but about Christmas in July. No, It wasn't invented by marketers as an excuse to have sales like President's Day or what was it, like Washington's birthday, when they sell, all the mattress companies have sales. That holiday was literally invented by marketers and the advertising industry as an excuse to have a sale. Christmas, not so much. So it was actually created on July 25th, 1933. Fun fact, if you're ever on Jeopardy, now you know this. It's created by a woman named Fannie Holt, not Fannie Pack, Fannie Holt. And she was the founder of Keystone Girls Camp in North Carolina. Christmas was her favorite holiday, like mine. And to cope with the blistering summer heat, and if you're from the South, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The blistering summer heat in July in the South, she decided she wanted to kind of change the tone, change the mood at the camp. So she decorated the camp with like fake snow, set up a Christmas tree, and went Christmas caroling, brought some of her counselors Christmas caroling around to the cabins and stuff. And they gave out presents. Basically, out of her love of Christmas, she invented Christmas in July. And little did she know, or really intend, she didn't intend to start a movement. She just started a tradition, in her universe, in her little community, and it turned into a worldwide movement, Christmas in July. And again, I don't mean sales. I mean people putting their Christmas tree up. I don't mean your crazy Aunt Joe who leaves her Christmas tree up all year round. I mean people like taking the Christmas tree back out of the basement or the attic or the garage or whatever, hanging it up, having a Christmas dinner in July. That's what I'm talking about. Not the year-rounders. But she created this tradition that turned into a worldwide movement. And that really begs the question, at least I think it begs the question, how do you, personally, start a movement? Well, I think, there are several factors. Number one, you have to have a cause. And that cause has either got to be fun or directed at a noble purpose. I think my Instagram feed went out. If you're on Instagram, are you able to see this? But anyway, first of all, you've got to have a noble cause or something fun. Ideally, both. And number two, then you need to be prepared, like brace for impact, brace yourself. You need to be willing to be criticized, maybe even mocked or ridiculed for whatever this movement is that you're starting. Next, you need to have something that's actually worth following. And I love this quote. I want to read you this quote directly. It's from the founder of the company CD Baby, Derek Sivers. And he said, "The first follower is what transforms a lone nut into a leader." And I think that's so true. It's so true on so many levels. And here's the thing, like when you create a follower, your follower then in turn creates other followers, ideally. And a group of followers then creates a community. And what does a community create? I'm glad you asked. Thank you. A community creates attention. It could be good attention, it could be bad attention, but a community creates attention. And when you have attention, you have momentum, which by its very definition equals movement. If you think about it, momentum, not just the figure of speech, but actual momentum equals movement. So you've got a movement then. And, my point with all this, besides sharing the story of Christmas in July and how you can start your movement, I think all in this story. But my point is, 2 years ago, people think that 2 years ago I started a clothing brand. And yes, I'm wearing that hoodie right now. But people think of what I started was a clothing brand. Really, my goal was really to start a movement, not just a clothing brand. A movement to bring awareness to protecting your mindset and protecting your mental health. That's the cause that I support and advocate for the most. And and we donate a percentage of our sales to mental health charities. But that was my goal, to create a community, to build a movement. And I was criticized for it. I don't share any of this to impress you. I share it to impress upon you. These are the steps you have to go through. This is what's going to happen anytime you create a movement or you want to start something or build any kind of community. I was criticized. I remember one person telling me, "Who do you think you are to start a clothing brand? Ralph Lauren, Hilfiger, Hugo Boss?" Like, they're joking around a little bit, maybe, but not really. There's always that element of truth when someone's joking around, in the form of like a criticism of any kind. I remember it being mocked online. Somebody commented on, one of our posts on Instagram. "I feel sorry for you guys. That's going to fail, and you don't even know it yet. That brand is going to fail, and you don't even know it yet." You just got to be prepared for it. The haters are always going to come out. The boo birds are always going to come out. Anytime you're trying to do anything, never mind something great or trying to really, impact the community. But long story short, like, we did something worth following. And customer base now in 28 states and 3 countries. We on board fashion model and Instagram influencer Kayla Rose. I'm going to try and tag her in this video. We brought her on, Kayla, as our first brand ambassador. Shout out at Kayla Rose 1220. You should follow her on Instagram. And then leadership expert James Elliott, James call sign Apollo Elliott, became our second brand ambassador. And now, we've evolved to the point where we're going to add NCAA student athletes to our team and have people advocating for protecting your mindset and your mental health on college campuses. Because I think that's something that, it's a population that is under a lot of stress. And I don't think mental health, particularly among student athletes, gets enough attention. So much attention is directed to their physical health, injury prevention, sports medicine, that kind of thing. Mental health doesn't get talked about enough. So, I share that with you because that's kind of the momentum portion of, how to start a movement. And, are we in our infancy? Absolutely. It's, we're 2 years in on this thing and just really starting to get rolling, I feel. But I wanted to share that with you because I think there's some value for you. Just understand the steps and kind of what you're up against. One of the goals for me, my brand, my message, this podcast, if you're watching the video, my videos on social media, is, I want to lead by example. I'm not one of those people that says, "Hey, try this. If it works for you, then maybe I'll do it." I don't roll that way. I like to lead by example, walk my talk, and I think I'll either a great example or a cautionary tale. First one to admit when I screw up, and I'll share that cautionary tale, but it won't be for lack of effort. I try and model and practice what I preach. So with all that in mind, that's this week's episode of the Coach Brew podcast. And I want to share with you today, actually, if you're watching this in real time or you're watching the replay, anywhere on or around July 25th, 2021. Today we actually kick off our Christmas in July sale. I know I said it wasn't for marketers. Marketers didn't invent it, but we are celebrating Christmas in July. My clothing brand. If you use the promo code July21 at checkout on the website, you'll get 15% off everything in the store. Plus, and this runs from July 25th today to July 30th, 2021. Plus, you're going to get a free sticker pack. It's $15 value and free shipping. You always get free shipping. So, and then lastly, big bonus, every order over $100 will get a free chin up, chest out bandana, custom logoed bandana. And that ends July 30th, 11:59 p.m. We do have limited inventory. A lot of things are going to sell out. We just restocked a bunch of stuff from the summer collection. And got some of that stuff back in inventory. So again, you're going to want to head over to chinupchestout.com, use promo code July21 to get yourself that discount. If you are not a member of our community yet, sign up on the website for our email list, chinupchestout.com, and that will also you'll automatically be delivered that discount code in your inbox when you do that. It's probably the easiest way to do it. But again, more importantly, I want to encourage you. What are you passionate about? Start a movement around that, whatever that thing is. Make it fun. Make it something that contributes to the greater good of society, a noble cause, if you will, and persist. Keep moving forward towards your goal, whatever that is, because there will be adversity and there will be critics. That's the message. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in on whatever platform you're watching or listening to this. And best thing, again, you can do if you want to help us out is subscribe, hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, click that notifications bell. I think if you're watching on Spotify, it'd be following us, not subscribing. They changed the wording on that. But yeah, if you're on Apple Podcast, it's still subscribing. And if you're so inclined, leave a review, good, bad, or indifferent. Appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning into the Coach Brew podcast. We'll catch you in the next episode.